you get a lot of professionals in the city areas which will always rent. So rental appreciation is actually extremely positive, and obviously the capital appreciation. Another key factor is the UK market is trending at a percentage where you're looking at a really good capital appreciation. When we talk in percentage, it can be anything between 20 to 30%, depending on which city or which town that you actually purchase. City living, it seems to be the way forward.
Okay, welcome back. That was just some highlights from the last business meeting that we had in May. You saw the CEO of Global Priority Partners doing the welcoming speech. I also saw one of our guest speakers from X1 Development, Louis Smith, and we also saw our partner, as in Can, giving the views about investing in UK. So we move forward here today. Once again, we'd like to welcome everybody to GPP Business Meeting. The theme for this particular edition is securing UK passports and resident visa via investing in UK real estate. My name is Laolu Oluwarinde, and I'm the head of operations of Global Priority Partners. Global Priority Partners is investment firm with interest in real estate, in investments and partnerships, infrastructure, and also energy. We are located in Lagos, Nigeria, but we have tentacles all over the world, especially in the UK, UAE, Canada, US, and we are spreading further. And we are open to partnership. Our MD is unavoidably absent today in the presence of Emmanuel Odemayowa, but he sends his greetings, so I'll be standing in for him today. So quickly, we'd like to introduce our speakers today. The first person I'll be introducing is Mr. Azim Khan. Azim Khan is the MD, CEO of Gulf Coast Finance. And let's just listen to his profile. Since graduating with a degree in business and finance in 2020, Azim started to build his career as a financial advisor within the UK banking sector. Focused, motivated, and driven, Azim has reflected his passion through his meticulous work ethic and ambition to provide a flawless service. Azim's reputation as true professional has seen him acquire clients with a range of needs and requisitions, all of whom have been more than satisfied with the attention to detail and personal service offered. Alongside residential loans and large property portfolio has made Gulf Coast Finance the first choice for clients from across GCC, UK, and beyond. He is a parent to 2 young boys and 1 girl. Azim recognizes the demands of work and home need to be balanced and strives to give seamless service so that clients can concentrate on the important things in life. Those trusting in this exercise have benefited from the stress-free process and have been able to spend time on the things that matter. Azim Khan, you're welcome. We appreciate your presence again. Can we just welcome Azim? Also, we have 2 great men who are from Atman and Ross. The first one I'll be introducing is Idnan. I believe I pronounced that properly. All right. Idnan has been working in the legal sector since 2006 and has gained a vast knowledge in different areas of law, including civil litigation, finance, tax, and immigration. Through hard work, vigilance, and perseverance during his time at various law firms throughout his career, he qualified as a solicitor in 2015. After working as a civil litigation specialist, covering numerous areas for most of his career, Idnan came on board at Hartman and Ross Solicitors in 2019 as a managing director and principal solicitor, overlooking all aspects of their work. Since his arrival, the firm has strengthened ties with international clients through his association with Azim Khan of Gulf Coast Finance, having known him for over 15 years. As a result of this collaboration, the firm has grown from strength to strength. Idnan has intention to make the firm a well-respected, internationally renowned practice with dedication and ambition. You're welcome, Idnan. Really appreciate your presence. So also from Katzman and Ross is Mudasha. Mubasha is a fully qualified solicitor and director at Katzman and Ross Solicitors, who has been working in the legal field since 2010. He has gained vital experience in the commercial business sector, as well as working in criminal law, immigration, family law, contract law, and in civil litigation. He has dedicated himself to always look at avenues to increase his knowledge in the different sectors of the legal field. He is now a specialist in the UK immigration law and has been providing his expert legal advice to clients from all over the world who have required his assistance. He has also continued to provide his specialist services in the commercial law industry with various contractual lease and company formation work. His tenacity has made him a well-renowned lawyer, and he continues to expand his professional boundaries by recently undertaking an intensive cross-qualification course to become an insolvency practitioner. This will tie in well with the services he provides to his commercial clients. Once he has accomplished this feat, he has already got his sight fixed on further challenge in the future. He's known to set himself difficult ambitions and work tirelessly to reach his goals while ensuring that he maintains high standard and professionalism expected from someone in his position. His commitment to his profession can only be measured by the positive feedback he receives from his clients. So you're welcome, Rebecca. We appreciate you. And we also welcome all attendees. We're glad to have you here. We'll be launching straight into the business meeting soon. But before then, let's also have a short break and sit back, relax, and wait a special time. Thank you.
Welcome to the future of real estate investment. The Pacific Legos by Global Property Partners. Who are we?
Global Property Partners is a member of Cavalli Business and Investment Group, a fast-growing company in Lagos, Nigeria, and we have associates all over the world in UK, UAE, USA, and we are spreading our tentacles more. Global Property Partners is an investment firm with a core interest in real estate, investment, partnership, and we also have a little bit of interest also in energy.
Our mission.
Yeah, we are here to create avenues for individuals, corporate bodies, organizations, Nigerians in diaspora, even foreigners to, generate revenues and to more or less improve their financial worth.
Why the Pacific Legos?
Pacific Legos is a platform whereby, people with interest or organizations or corporate bodies with interest in real estate, can take advantage of, to really generate the kind of revenue we are talking about. We've actually looked around and we discovered that we don't really have much of hotel apartments, in Nigeria, unlike when you go to Dubai, when you go to UK, and why don't we bring that concept into Nigeria, whereby you can buy hotel apartment, 1 and 2 bedroom, and run the short-let kind of real estate business with it. And at the same time, we're also looking at a situation whereby we can also help improve the real estate industry. That's why we have Pacific Legos.
What is the Pacific Legos?
Pacific Legos is a twin tower project right there on Ozumba, Umbadewe Avenue, Victoria Land, not far away from the Radisson Blu, the Kofu Abayomi, and law school and all that. Pacific Legos is a twin project, like I said, twin tower with a residential block and a commercial block. The commercial block is on the 13th floor block, and the residential is a 15th floor block. From the ground floor to the second floor, you have the car park. Then on the top floor, you have the recreational floor where you have all the fun. Yeah, they're talking about the swimming pool, the gym, the lounges. You even have a mini mart. There's a possibility of having a cinema. that floor is where you have all the fun you want. Then, still talking about the residential, from the 4th floor to the 15th floor, you have on each floor you have 2 1-bedroom, which is 97 square meters. Then you have a smaller 2-bedroom, which is 98 square meters, just a unit of that. They now also have 2 units of 129 square meters of 2-bedroom, which is replicated on the 4th floor to the 15th floor.
How to invest in the Pacific Lagos.
You might be thinking, okay, how can I partake in this lovely project? It's as simple as this. 2 options: either you buy into it or you invest your funds into it. Buying means that you drop an initial deposit of 10 million and you spread your balance over 30 months. And the project is slated for 36 months. Sometime in 2023, this project is planned to be delivered. So you pay over 30 months. Then if you want to invest, all you need is just as low as 5 million naira. Once you drop your 5 million naira, you can get your returns annually, mouth-watering return for that matter. And if you want to learn more, just put a call through. Thank you. Okay, welcome back. And that was just a short advert on our premium project right here in Lagos, Nigeria, called the Pacific Lagos. It's a lovely hotel apartment project, and something it will be good for someone to really look into. Okay, quickly, we are progressing, and we have 3 key talk sessions that we're having today. The first one is going to be handled by Azim Khan, and it's titled UK Passport Visa as Benefits of Real Estate Investment and Sole Representative Visa. Idnan Ahmed will be introducing us to Catman and Ross solicitors. And also, finally, the talk 3, Mubasha we'll be talking about UK immigration matters and the processes. So quickly, I would like to hand over to Azim Khan. Welcome aboard, Azim Khan.
Thank you, Lal. Thank you for GPP to organizing the event. So let me just start off sharing my screen. If you can give me the access to share the screen now. So once I've got access to sharing the screen, we would discuss.
All right, go on. You have the access now.
So let's have a look. Perfect, thank you. Okay, so hopefully everyone can see the screen. So what we're going to be discussing today is why UK. And the main subject that we're mainly focusing on is actually the passport services through Cartman and Ross. So my brief background is that we're originally from the UK. We're in banking and financing for nearly 15 years. We specialize in finance. It could be your day-to-day mortgages, it could be your commercial mortgages. Let me go into more complex financing, which is secure SBLCs, BGs, LCs for projects around the world. We're UAE based. We have an office here in the UAE. We have an office in Manchester, and we also partnered with GPP in Lagos. So let me just go through the presentation. It's just a short presentation, just to give you an idea as to why people are actually investing into the UK. So why investing into the UK? It seems to be the common question what people are actually asking. The normally answer I give back is, why wouldn't you invest into the UK? The UK market at the moment is progressing extremely well. If you look into the current climate due to COVID, the UK property market has actually seen an increase compared to many international countries. For example, I'm based in the Middle East. We've actually seen a dip in property prices compared to the UK. So the UK have slightly increased year by year, and it's progressing extremely well too. So there's a lot of benefits of investing into the UK, purely because obviously you've got a political stability, you've got the supply and demand, it's an infinite tenanted market, economics consistency, and you also got the consistency support. So it's actually a very mature market to actually invest into the UK. There are several reasons why people are actually investing into the UK. I've just highlighted 19 reasons. I won't go through the whole of them, but I'll just highlight the key points. Mainly, it's due to the undersupply, device and demand. The rental returns are extremely high in the UK, along with capital appreciation. Currently in the UK, there's a holiday period for UK stamp duty until September. So that's actually been extended until September 2021. You have a lot of regeneration projects in the UK, in the northwest, up to south, around the M25. Living trends, point of renting, and the low interest rates. As mentioned previously, we specialize in mortgages and financing. So anything that we offer in regards to property investments, we will secure a 75% mortgage for any interested clients. Additional support is that it's a rapidly increasing population, long-term growth despite lockdown. So obviously during the lockdown, a lot of people are actually buying. It's one of the top European cities for property investments. For example, the North, which is the powerhouse, Manchester. It's transparency. It's a tech leading the way forward. It's a very mature market to actually put money into the UK. Just to give you a general market overview, the UK property market has increasing positive. It's been a long shutdown period and people appear to be resuming the plans to move to buy a new home. So what that generally means is during the lockdown period in the UK, due to the COVID, it's not stopped people buying. 60% of our actually clients are international clients. And I'll probably say over 50% is actually West Africa, where a lot of these West African clients actually buy in the UK. So it fits quite nicely hand in hand because majority of people buy in the UK is for the future, for their children. And this is where the sole represented business visa comes into effect, which Cartman and Ross will actually go into details. Because it's not a short term, it's more of a lifestyle, and it's more of a long-term future for yourself and your children in regards to education. General, just coming back to the property market, it's seen a definitely increase the forecast for the lower property market. Just to give you an idea on the general on the right hand side, the different towns where you've actually seen some capital appreciation. These are actually for the 2019 and the 2020 by GLL. The report's actually much more positive compared to what we see here. Generally, the capital index price rise, you look at least 50%, and for the next 4 years, you look at least 68% of GDP. So that's actually a GLL report, which actually shows, it's definitely moving right. The rental market has seen an increase dramatically. It's actually increased quite a lot, from 7% up to 13%. The main focus seems to be the north, which is the powerhouse, which is Manchester, the northwest. That area seems to be doing extremely well for rental and capital appreciation. Generally, overview, the buy-to-let market is actually the leading forward when it comes to the rental and for investors. Manchester seems to be doing extremely well with 30% rental properties. There's such a demand, but shortage of supply. The Manchester Council is actually, it's becoming where there's an area in Manchester called the Crown Street, where it's become skyscrapers, where you've got high buildings from 40 floor up to 55 floors. So it's actually the way forward. So for the next 5 years, the northwest, which is classed as Manchester, will be extremely popular for our investors that actually look to purchase. Just topping up on what we just discussed previously, it's like I said, it's a definite growing opportunity for an investor to put money into the UK market. Also, there's an expansion of the Manchester Airport, which is a central hub for many travellers actually travelling to the UK from international countries. This section just gives you an idea of generally how it works when it comes to council tax and general the procedure for buying. And these are some of the projects that we actually have in Manchester. Like I said, for further details, you can actually contact GPP, who will be happily to actually share this bit more information. There are some excellent offers that we have at the moment in the UK, and these are just few to give you an idea. We cover the whole of the UK, so we're not just limited to Manchester. We do anything from north to northwest and to London area too. So just to give you an idea of generally how it is. This is quite good just to give you an indication of the skyline, how it's changing in Manchester from when you look into the 1960s to where we are now, 2020, and the future 2028 will actually give you a good appreciation as to what's happening. So just to come back on to the reason for the business meeting today is actually to discuss the UK passport services, where Cartman and Ross will go into more details. We have developers on board who will do a good package for investors that are looking to invest. Obviously, to qualify for the passport side, our guys will actually, special legal guys will actually go through the process. It's already popular. We've been doing this for several years. Many people take the services for the passport is purely for the future of the kids. It's a different lifestyle, the flexibility of traveling around the world without limitations of visas. It's a mature market. It's good for education, for schooling, universities, colleges, and it's actually a good place to raise and to build a good career, not just for yourself, but for your children too. Addition to that, as a company, we've been quite involved. This is just to give you an idea of a video of a skyline of Manchester, as to what's happening around Manchester area. So you can actually appreciate there's so much development, and it's definitely the right way forward to move forward. So it's such a changed skyline in Manchester. It's extremely doing very well. Just to give you an idea of, we also focus on London area too. So like I said, we're not just focusing on Manchester. We also have the London area that we do. We also cover Birmingham. And like I said, it's an attractive market to actually get into. I think I won't obviously keep you too long. I think we're more interested to see what Cartman and Ross actually going to be discussing the passport. I'm assuming that's where the majority of ours actually are intending to establish. But for me, as a company, we've worked with Cartman and Ross for many years. We've conducted many families passports for clients that are successfully set up in the UK. And we've actually assisted them on the property side. It's a whole one package service that we offer, and it's very transparent as to how we offer our services. So I look forward to any questions, and I'll pass it back to Mr. Lau.
All right, thank you for that brief presentation. We appreciate that. Okay, so quickly for our attendees and participants, please, if you have questions, just look out for the question and answer box. Please just drop your question, drop your comments, and you can also raise up your hand if you would like to ask the question live. And we give. Okay, I also want to quickly introduce my co-moderator, Prince Akinwale Ojomo. We'll welcome you. Can you just give us a brief comment from you?
Thank you very much, Olalu. Thank you for doing a great job. And gentlemen, thank you for joining to speak on this. So I run the Diaspora Innovation Institute. So I'm not pretty comfortable with GPP. We've been in that space for a long time. So I greet the CEO, GPP, Mr. Emmanuel Ademayowa, who is unavoidably absent today. So I think we're going to do a good job to share the information about this market, the UK market, and of course, the other incentives that can be gotten from investing in this market. So I run the diaspora space to be able to support how does this diaspora investment come into this, and how do we really encourage the local wealth and the investor as well to be able to support this project. So I'm so happy to be here today as well. I'm looking forward to an exciting time to be able to share great information from our partners and see how we can get a lot of great interest locally from here. Thank you.
Thank you, Prince. In case you don't know, Mr. Kinwale Ojomo is a prince from his state right there in Odo State. We appreciate and we're glad to have you here as we partner in hosting this event. I believe it's going to be a very interesting experience here today. Thank you. So quickly, let's go for a short break. After the short break, then we'll come back to Katma and Ross. Thank you.
Introducing the Pacific Lagos, situated at the upscale Mzumba Mbadwe Road, Victoria Island, Lagos. It is a mixed-use development with two distinct towers comprising a 13-floor commercial tower with premium office spaces and a 15-floor residential tower with 1- and 2-bedroom hotel apartments. Great value for your money, offering up to 40% ROI on completion. The expected project completion date is 2023. For more information, contact us today. Introducing the Pacific Lagos, situated at the upscale Mzumba Mbadwe Road, Victoria Island, Lagos. It is a mixed-use development with two distinct towers comprising a 13-floor commercial tower with premium office spaces and a 15-floor residential tower with 1- and 2-bedroom hotel apartments. Great value for your money, offering up to 40% ROI on completion. The expected project completion date is 2023. For more information, contact us today. Introducing the Pacific Lagos, situated at the upscale Mzumba Mbadwe Road, Victoria Island, Lagos. It is a mixed-use development with two distinct towers comprising a 13-floor commercial tower with premium office spaces and a 15-floor residential tower with 1- and 2-bedroom hotel apartments. Great value for your money, offering up to 40% ROI on completion. The expected project The Pacific Lagos Interactive Virtual Tour app is available for download. Search the Google Play Store for the Pacific Lagos to download. It is only available in the Google Play Store for Android devices.
Okay, welcome back. As I hand over to Prince Akinwale Ojomo. Please unmute yourself.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, thank you. I hope you really enjoyed the quick break. So to go to the next session, after having some presentation from our great speaker from the city of UAE, we're going to go to and talk to have Mr. Ahmed to give an introduction to who is from the Cartman and Ross solicitors in the UK. We'll be able to just go ahead and give us more information about this and how we'll be able to really leverage, especially for the listener and those who actually are joining in today, to really understand the nitty-gritty of how to really be part of this program, aside from even investing, the benefit and the incentive that goes with the UK passport. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Idnan Ahmed. The main solicitor here, so the principal solicitor and managing director of the firm of Cartman Ross. We're an established practice, been running for about 5 years now, grown from strength to strength. We are working towards now increasing our international client base, with working with obviously with your good selves at Gulf Coast Finance and Global Property Partners. We're aiming towards building that client base to a level where we can give a good quality of service, as well as providing the services that people require. With regards to the actual firm itself, we're based actually around Greater Manchester itself. It's a small town, but we're within 10 to 15 minutes away from Manchester city centre. We're ideally located. We're just off the actual motorway as well, so we're very easy to find for anybody that was to invest and move into the UK, and any area of Manchester is easily accessible for any client. So if they did want to come to the office, or if we wanted to see clients, easily done, no problem. Myself personally, I've been working as a solicitor now for over 15 years in the legal sector. Primarily my actual expertise is in civil matters, so we've been working with clients that have had issues for disputes, or anything to do with insurance work and any kind of civil litigation work that comes with that. We have obviously delved our feet, if you want to call it, into finance and tax work as well, and immigration as well. Of course, that's one of our main priorities and main expertise. And Mubashir, who will go in a bit more detail with you, is able to provide you all the relevant information. But that's where this particular immigration that we're looking into, the sector of sole representative visa and any other visa that you can have, this is where it goes hand in hand with the projects that you guys are working on, especially with any investors that are looking to come on board. It makes a lot of sense, and that's something, like I said, Mubashir will go through in a bit more detail with yourselves, and I'm hoping that should be sufficient for you guys. But as a firm, we're just trying to establish, like I said, a bit more of an international following. I've known Azim personally for over 15 years. It's through his help and assistance that we're at this stage now. We've been working together for a number of years as well. And we're hoping to take that relationship moving forward with everyone at Global Property Partners as well, and anyone else that may be interested for that matter. But we're certainly all working towards that. If anyone's got any questions, please fire away. But at the moment, this is just in regards to the firm. I will pass it on to Mubashir whenever you guys are ready, and he can obviously explain everything that you guys need to hear regarding the actual visas themselves.
Over to you, Prince.
Thank you very much for giving that brief introduction about your company, which is Cartman and Ross Solicitors. And of course, you've been able to explain some of the key services and programs that you really have. So without much ado, we're going to talk to our gentleman here, Mubashir Chagra, who will be able to really tell us about the UK immigration matters and the processing, especially for the area in terms of considered in terms of real estate purchase, real estate and affiliation to how does investor in this sector get other benefits in terms of incentive regarding to citizenship or even other visas. Thank you so much. You to you.
Good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity. Firstly, welcome everyone. I'm just going to try and share my screen if possible, then I can get straight into it if possible. Could I get the facility to share the screen?
Yeah, we'll sort that out shortly.
Okay, thank you. So yes, while we're waiting for the sharing of the screen, just to add to what Azim said, coming to the UK, one of the things he missed out was the Premier League. It's the biggest league in the world, so that's another attraction to come to the UK. Just 1 second, I'll just try. Yeah.
Yes. No, if you just you should be able to do it.
Yeah.
No.
Right, yeah, so now we're good. So yes, so UK immigration, yeah. So business visas themselves, the process has developed over the years, and it will continue to develop because it's such an interesting area for a lot of people coming over from many countries to the UK, because there's always opportunities, as Azim mentioned. So I'm just going to give you a bit of a background about business visas and where we've started and where we've come. So the most recent visa we had was called the entrepreneur visa. Now, the entrepreneur visa was something, where people could invest into a company, possibly an existing company or a new company, and come here with the view of staying here permanently, and then after that with the passport. So that they stopped allowing applications for the entrepreneur visa back in March 2019. And they changed the complete system of how business visas works now. So they've ended up splitting the business visa into 3 areas now. So you've got your innovator visa, you've got your investor visa, and then the one that I'm going to talk to you today in more detail is about the sole representative visa. Okay, so just to touch on the innovator visa and the investor visa. So the innovator visa is quite a rigorous process to go through to try and get this visa. It's for new ideas which don't already exist in the UK market. As you can imagine, the market is quite saturated right now. There's quite a lot of new ideas that do come over, but it's already there somehow, some way. To satisfy this, you'd have to present your idea to a recognized body that the Home Office appoint, and you'd have to get a letter of endorsement, which is not an easy task. It's quite a complicated task. So it is available if somebody's got a very good idea that wants to come to the UK. It's quite a streamlined process, but it's not easy in any way. And I would probably, I don't get many applications wanted to do in the innovator visa. The investor visa, however, is also very specific in the sense that this looks at your total investment that you're looking to make in the UK. Now, the investment visa starts from £2 million and up to 10 and above, wherever the applicant thinks he can actually invest. Now, the more you invest, believe it or not, the quicker you'll get your passport. So, 2 million is 5 years. If you invest, I think it's 5 million, it's 3 years. And if you invest 10 or above, it's 2 years. You can actually get an indefinite leave to remain quite quickly. But the only restriction with this visa is that if your investment can't be related to property purchase or management. And if that restriction wasn't there, my whole presentation would be about this visa. So unfortunately, the UK put in a restriction on what you can actually invest in. You can invest in any other company, any company you want to invest in, and you'd have to show that you're on board with that company. But that's where the investor visa is, and that's why I'm not touching on that too much today. It is available if anybody is interested. Right. So the visa that I'm going to talk to you about today is the sole representative visa. It's the most popular visa right now because the requirements are quite easy to meet and it's quite broad. They've not restricted this visa yet. They've kept it quite broad, and a lot of people, many people can qualify for this visa. Right. So just to give you a bit of mandatory requirements for this visa. So you'd have to be employed by a company outside the UK. And either you can be a senior employee or you can have a shareholding, which is less than 50%. You have to show that you don't have significant control of the business. So what would happen is you'd have to show that you have the skills and the experience working with the company to be able to come to the UK and open a branch here for that company. Once you do arrive, you'd have to be the first branch in the UK. So if you already have any existing branches or sales reps or anybody working with your company that's on your payroll or working for you in the UK already, then you would fall short of this hurdle, unfortunately. So this is for somebody looking to expand their business into the UK and coming to set up a branch here, which obviously we will assist with. Right. So just to tell you a few things you need as part of the visa. One of the things, the major components of this visa is your business plan. This is the best way to show the Home Office what you intend to do, what you've done so far, and how you go about doing it. So obviously, you'd have to include what your company's activities are. What do you do? Are you a product selling company? Are you an investing company? What type of company you are? You'd also have to show you've done some form of market research into the UK, how you anticipate your company expanding into the UK, what your aims and objectives are. So what is the aim of the company? Why is the reason that they've suddenly decided to come to the UK? And when I say UK rules and regulations, because every country obviously have their own rules and regulations. There's certain things that in certain countries will be allowed, which will not be allowed in the UK. So you have to show that you've considered these, you know that there's UK rules and regulations. Now, the business plan is quite a major part, and this is where we come in. We will obviously assist you with this. We will guide you through this throughout the whole process, and we will obtain this business plan for you as part of our service. We'll just take the information and all the information about your company from you, and then we'll go about doing this for you, okay? Right, so that's one component. The next component is the proof of employment. So a few requirements you need to meet when it comes to proof of employment. Firstly, you need a letter from your employer, which has to be on letterheaded paper, signed by the director or the managing director or CEO of the company, confirming a few things: your job role, your salary, your position, as in are you a senior employee, and what have you been doing with the company, and how long you've been with the company. So just a few details outlining. And lastly, the employer needs to confirm that they agree for you to be the sole representative for the company to go to the UK to open a branch as part of the company. Secondly, contract of employment, which will kind of go hand in hand with the letter of employer. You will already have certain things within the contract of employment which match the letter from the employer. So that should go hand in hand. Another thing is the company registration document. Now, understand, from my experiences, not every country has a company registration document. Not every company, not every country complies with that, which is fine, as long as you can prove that there's a company running, how long it's been running for, and provide some form of proof to the Home Office to show your operations. The last thing for employment, you'd have to show that, a 6 month worth of either wage slips, actually wage slips and bank statements. Wage slips, obviously, say, it's in the name, just to show how much you get paid. It matches your letter of your contract of employment and your letter from your employer. Bank statements, more importantly, to show if you do get paid by bank transfer, that the bank, your bank statements match your wage slip. If you do get paid cash, that's not a problem. What you'd have to show is that your bank account is actually active. You are paying into it and you are taking money out. So that's why it's important to provide bank statements, even if you are getting paid cash. So that's another part. Moving on briefly to the English language requirement. So most UK visas these days require the applicant to show some form of English knowledge, and this visa is no different. So the minimum requirement for this visa is an A1 certificate. The A1 test itself, it's a speaking and listening exam. So the applicant would go to the exam and you would converse with the examiner, and at the end they would tell you how you've done. There's no writing involved. It's just literally conversing with the examiner. So there's test centres around the world which the Home Office approves. They can be found on their website. If not, obviously I could provide these as well. However, there are two exemptions on this. One is if you have a graduate qualification of a specific type from a specific country, then there's an exemption where you don't have to provide this. Secondly, you could probably see at the bottom of the PowerPoint, there's a list of countries that are exempt. Because they are English-speaking countries, the Home Office has listed them as an exemption not to provide proof of English knowledge. Okay. Right, so a few additional points to note, a few things you can't do. So within the first 5 years, while you're on limited leave, it's referred to as limited leave. You cannot work for anybody else. You can't take employment anywhere else. You can't set up a business with anybody else. You'll have to be continuously employed by the non-UK company that you came from. The visa will become invalid if the company dismissed you. So if you were fired, or if there was a problem with the company and they're no longer employing you, then your visa will become invalid. And secondly, if the company closes down, so if your sponsoring company closes down, then unfortunately your visa will become invalid, and you would have to return, or you'd have to seek another visa to remain in the UK. So one of the best features of this visa is that you can bring your spouse and your children with you. They can join you on this application and travel to the UK with you. There's no restrictions on what your children can do. They can go to schools, colleges, and even universities if they wish. Another benefit, I mean, I don't see much as a benefit because you're paying for it anyway, is access to the NHS. You have to pay an NHS surcharge fee, which I'll go on to in a minute, to be able to use the NHS. There's no limit on how frequently you visit the doctor. However, you are able to access that, and all your families as well. So just talking briefly about fees. I know nobody likes this area. Everybody hates this area, but I'm just going to briefly touch on this on the fees itself. Right. So the Home Office fee for each applicant is £610. So if you've got wife and children or husband and children, it'd be 610 each. Because even though it's one application, they deal with each person separately. The NHS fee is also dealt with individually rather than collectively. And that's actually gone up recently. It's now £624 per year per person. So when I'll talk to you in a minute about how your visa is structured. So you'd have initial 3 years, so you'd have to pay for 3 years up front to be able to access the NHS. Benefit of the NHS surcharge fee is, for whatever reason, if you didn't want to continue and you've already paid it, or your visa was refused for whatever reason, the NHS fee is refunded. So it's returned back to the applicant. Our fees are £15,000 split into 3 stages. So there'll be a payment at the start, in the middle, and the end to be able to, facilitate everyone. And that will include guidance, assistance with the application, the business plan, and if any reason, you face a hurdle, then that would be handled by ourselves. And it also covers post visa granting as well, in regards to coming to the UK, setting up your company here, and so forth. So the guidance from the Home Office is usually the response time is 3 weeks. I would take that with a pinch of salt. It's not always 3 weeks. Sometimes it can get really, really busy, and it can extend further than 3 weeks. So just in case somebody is making their plans, make that accordingly. So yes, just to touch on the length of the visa. So initially, if you were granted a visa, you would get a 3-year visa. And after 3 years, you'd have had to apply for an extension of 2 years. At the point of extension, you would have to show that the company in your home country is still running, is still operational, and you still work for that company. Your accounts in the UK are okay, so you would have to do your annual accounts and present them. There's no threshold on how much profit you need to make, so it's quite broad in the sense that it's a company back home. You're going to come to the UK to continue your work with that company, and that company is currently running. That's all you need to show to get an extension. Once you've got your extension, you'll get an extension for 2 years. Once you reach 5 years, you'll be eligible to apply for indefinite leave to remain. Once you have your indefinite leave to remain, then that's, that you can come and go to the UK as you please. But within a short period of time from your indefinite leave to remain, you'll be eligible to apply for a British passport, as well as your children. One final point I want to make a note of. A lot of people ask me all the time, Mubashir, are the rules going to get any better? Are they going to relax the rules? Is the rules, are we going to be able to meet criteria easier? I get this question all the time, and I'll give you a long answer and a short answer. The long answer is, historically, the UK has never relaxed rules. If anything, they've tightened the rules. They've made things very, very tough for people to come to the UK because they understand how good and lucrative it is. So for the long answer, it's never going to get relaxed. If anything, it'll get worse. So if you're in a position to be able to apply now, I would take that now and try and apply before, number one, it becomes difficult, and number two, it becomes more expensive. And the short answer is no, it's not. That's the short answer, unfortunately. So thank you for listening. Thank you for the opportunity, and I'm happy to take any questions at the end if anybody has them.
Okay, thanks so much, Basha.
You're welcome.
All right. Quickly, I don't know if anyone has any question. Prince Akiwalo Jomo, do you have any comments or questions?
Yeah, I think the comment I have, great job
on the presentation.
Thank you.
For the kind of the summary of what you've been able to present in terms of, I think some of the audience as well in some of the question is they want to know the linkage between real estate investment and how they can get these visas. And I know you talk about innovation visas, you talk about the business part of it, I think you can really enlighten more or share more light on about the real estate.
Yes, of course. So the real estate investment itself, that would be, so I'm guessing the most people who make these the investments are business owners or business working with businesses of some form. So the way to address this would be, if you look at the structure of your business, and if you're able to structure your business to comply with the sole representative visa, you're able to come to the UK to continue your business in the UK, as well as making the investments for real estate. Unfortunately, the investor visa limits us, or else that would be the most applicable visa, but the investor visa has been limited to only non-investment, real estate investment people. But if you have a company in Lagos or wherever you're from, and you're able to structure the business, it doesn't matter what you were previous to, I'm making an application. If you were the owner, if you were 100% shareholder, 50% shareholder, as long as you can structure your business to meet the criteria, you could come to the UK, as well as making your investment in real estate. You can also continue your business in the UK and get a passport.
Sure if that really answered the question, but let me speak for other people, just thinking ahead based on my own interaction and past experiences with people. Yeah. So for instance, in other climates, maybe in the United States, in other European countries, maybe you need a specific amount, maybe 500,000 pounds to be able to say, hey, if you have that investment, it can be towards a specific project.
Yeah.
And with that, you can go ahead. I think that's actually what I think you kind of share more light on. So maybe I'm thinking, speaking for most part of it.
So I think this is where the UK have addressed this issue, where people, they've looked at other countries with their structuring, and to stop people from investing just in properties, to come to the UK, they've actually broadened it to invest in companies. So they require you to invest in companies and come here, because the UK's ultimate aim is to earn the money from the tax that you pay. And the only way they can earn that money from the tax that you pay is if you run a company here that's very, very successful. So they've looked at these other countries because they were the last to introduce this restriction on real estate investment. So they've looked at these other countries and seen that people are exploiting this method of getting nationalities and getting visas to come to their countries. And instead, what they've done is they've channeled it towards investment into companies rather than real estate.
Thank you very much. So Olalu will take it from there. If there are other questions, it can be posted on the chat room, and Olalu will be able to go ahead and read it out. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Prince. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's move on. Azim, I would like you to. We have a question from Isaac. He was saying that he thought that the business meetings about real estate. Really, it's about real estate. But I would like Azim to, I saw you making some comments on the chat box. But can you just say more for the benefit of Isaac on the investment opportunity, then how you can link it up with having your passport and visa as incentive for investing? Thank you.
Perfect. So thank you, Isaac, for the question. So yes, so the UK property market is actually an expanding, booming market at the moment. As a company, we work with several developers in the UK, so we are independent. As with GPP, we are partnered together, so we actually have the panel with regards to development that we work with. So we have projects which are completed projects, we have projects which are under construction, and we actually have projects which is a long-term construction. So just to give you an indication, we have a project in Kent, which is Chatham Waters, which is a completed project, which actually offers you a 3 years rental guaranteed for 6%. So that's rental guaranteed net 6% for the next 3 years. We have an exclusive offer where we can offer you free furniture pack, free legal cost, which is contributions worth £1,000 towards your legal fee. And it's a capital appreciation market in a sense where you're looking at least 12 to 15% capital appreciation each year. It's outskirts of the M25. You're about 36 minutes from King's Cross from train. So it's a really commutable, attractive area for investors. Then we have projects in the northwest, which is the powerhouse, which is Manchester, where you can actually have completed projects, and we also have under construction. So if you are looking for a certain type of project or investment, my advice to yourself is actually to inquire through GPP. We will then come back to you with a proposal as to what we can offer. As a company, I previously highlighted, we are a finance company. So anything that we offer in regards to real estate investment, we will secure with a 75% mortgage as a buy-to-let mortgage. So what that means, your contribution, if it's a completed property, it could be 25%, and the remaining 75% will be financed from a UK lender. If it's under construction, then there's a certain payment plan. Majority of the developer will offer you 10 to 15% as a down payment. Once you've done the 10 to 15% down payment through a legal system, a UK solicitor, you will then exchange contracts, and you're legally the owner of the property. There's nothing else to pay until completion. So for example, we have a project in Media City, which is the outskirts of Manchester, about 10 minutes from Manchester, called X1 Michigan Tower, where it's due to complete in 2023. The down payment is 25%. That can actually be split 12.5 and 12.5. Once you've done the initial down payment, then you have nothing to pay until 2023. So 6 months prior to the completion, as a company, we will then secure a 75% mortgage based in the UK. Now, there's several options where we can do the mortgages. We can set up a limited company through Cartman & Ross, who will set it up for you. The benefit of a limited company is more tax efficient when it comes to inheritance, CGT, capital gains tax. So there are a lot of benefits of having a company. It's also more popular for lenders when it comes to underwriting. To underwrite an individual mortgage is more complicated, but actually to underwrite a mortgage under a company, the lenders are more favorable to actually doing that. We can send you some media news on this, like JLL, PwC. There's articles in the Independent. There's a lot of articles on why people are actually investing under a company. But in regards to your question, Isaac, there are several options we can offer you in regards to properties, depending on what you are looking to achieve. Any further questions?
Okay, all right. Thank you, Azim. Yeah. Okay, Isaac also asked, he said, what if you already have a real estate investment in the UK? More or less, I think he wants to know how can you maximize that opportunity. I'll probably link it with this earning or gaining a passport, UK passport or UK visa. Azim,
Yes.
how did we get the question here?
Yeah, so if you actually have an existing property portfolio, which actually is a positive side because it shows that you actually have a presence in the UK in regards to credit. So obviously that's good. So if you want to increase your property portfolio and you are looking to apply for the sole representative business visa, then Cartman & Ross obviously will be in a position to actually advise. So let me just open the question back to Mubashir. Is there any restrictions for an existing businessman that actually has a property portfolio to apply for a sole representative business visa?
Yes, so there's no restrictions if you do have an existing portfolio. The only restriction is the business that you're looking to come as a representative of doesn't have any presence in the UK, as in a branch or any form of salespeople. So you can have investments in the UK, that's not stopping you. And a lot of people will have probably already been to the UK, so that's actually a plus point as well. So there's no restrictions on that. There's just a restriction on your company itself and how it's structured. And that's why I keep coming back to the structuring of the company, because that's what they're looking for. So just to answer your question, it doesn't actually make any difference to whether you can or cannot. It's more in relation to the company you're looking to come with.
Okay, thank you. We can't hear you, Lau.
Okay, so sorry. Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So there's a comment question from John. I know he's saying, "Can you help?" I think it's right here in the UK too. He's asking, "Can you help send the video slide, please? as the connection is very poor from Nigeria to my email. I think it's on the slide from Cartman and Ross. We don't mind if we can get a slide, and so we can share with others. That has been answered. Then Dr. Mafikuyomi Ayodeji from Nigeria, he asked 2 questions. So I'm going to ask the first one. He said, can I send my wife and family to open an extension of our local business in the UK and my name be included? I think he's talking about the sole representative visa. And Mbasha, but
yeah, no, that's quite a good question, actually. It's a very good question. But what he'd have to do is he'd have to show that his wife is coming as the sole representative of the business. So he can do that, yes. He can send his wife as the sole representative of the business, which he'll have to comply with the requirements I've already mentioned in regards to wage slips, bank statements, and documents from the company to confirm that she's in a position to do so. But yes, he can join, because at the end of the day, he is the spouse, so he can join that application. The only thing he'd have to make clear is that he's not going to be involved in the operation of the extension. So he'd continue to be employed and working as the CEO or the shareholder of the company from where he's traveling. He can't be involved in the operations of the extension.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Yep.
That's answered. Okay, he's also asking, same from Dr. Mafikuyomi. He's saying, are there specific area of business sector or any business at all allowed to open a branch in the UK? What kind of business?
Yes.
What business sectors are available?
So yeah, this is the best thing about this visa right now, the sole representative visa. There's no restrictions on which sector. I mean, even if you did have an investment side type of business, you can apply for the sole representative visa. You just can't apply for the investment visa. So just to clarify, it's 2 separate visas. So you could be any type of business, as long as you can show that it's a business that's been running in this country and is seeking an opportunity to extend into the UK and has no existing presence in the UK, as in branches or salespeople, then of course, yes, any type of business is eligible. And the reason I raise this is because it's the best time to apply now. Like I mentioned, they're always looking to apply restrictions. So in the future, they probably will restrict this, but right now it's not restricted.
Thank you, Mbasha.
Yeah.
Any comment from Azin on that question?
Yeah,
unmute yourself.
Sorry about that. I think what Mbasha just said, just to top up, I don't think there's any restriction as long as the company that actually they operate in the home country is a sub branch to the UK, because the name actually quite clearly says that it's sole representative business visa. So you're actually representing your business actually in the UK. Now, many companies that we've actually succeeded and completed the passport services for purely invest and do the services to expand their business. So it's more exposure, international exposure. It's more for exposure for when it comes to financial security, to raising funds from a UK panel. It's much easier to actually have the funding for projects and stuff. So yeah, I don't think there's any restriction as long as you qualify, which the immigration has a checklist, which we can actually share to you guys. As long as that's fulfilled, then yes, Cartman and Ross will actually do the necessary to secure, which we have been doing for many years, to secure the services that you require.
Okay, thank you, Azim. I know there are more questions, but we're going to take a brief break. Please, to all participants, let the questions and comments keep flowing in. We'll do our best to answer all as soon as possible. So please, just relax as we take a short break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. I believe it's been a value-adding experience so far for our participants, and I so much believe that our speakers have been doing justice to the topic of today. So okay, so to still ask, you can see the questions that are still flowing in. So I'm still going to go to another question from Isaac. Isaac seemed to be the most popular person here today. He's been throwing in the questions. Okay, he's saying, what's the minimum amount of investment to qualify for the sole representative visa? And Atman,
Is that for myself or is that for Azim? Sorry.
Okay, I think both. Let's start with you,
okay,
Lasha.
Azim, do you want me to take this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, yeah. So there's no minimum investment to show when it comes to the sole representative visa. You just need to show that you're able to maintain yourself. So there's no threshold to say you need a certain amount of money. But we generally say as long as you have in your account about £1,000 to a person, just to show that when you come to the UK, you're able to settle down and get the basics. To be able to run yourself. In regards to the business itself, there's no requirement. There's no minimum requirement to show that you're investing this much into the UK. And that's why it's called the sole rep instead of the investment visa itself.
Okay. Azim?
Yeah, so I think, so just more or less what Mubashir said. Like I said, it is a sole representative business visa. So when it comes to that side, there isn't any minimum investment. Regards to the property side, if you are looking to invest further into the property side, then there's several options where we can offer where, depending on what you're looking to invest, if it's a studio, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom or 3 bedroom, an apartment, if it's completed or under construction, we can go as low as a 10% down payment. That will then exchange. And obviously if it's completed, we can then secure a 75% mortgage. Or if it's under construction, once it's due to hand over, we will then obviously have that 75% mortgage. So it depends on your individual needs. Once we have a better understanding, we can then obviously present some offers to yourself to cater to your needs.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Azim. And though Azim already answered this on the chat box, but I'll still ask. Same Isaac is asking if on the sole rep visa, is your company in Nigeria liable to pay tax in the UK? For the benefit of others, probably you talk about it.
Yeah, so you would have to pay tax on the earnings of the business in the UK only. You won't have to pay tax on the total earnings of the whole company. It will just be for the extension. So you do something called your annual accounts in the UK, and in the annual accounts you'd show your expenditure, your profit, your turnover, your profit, and from the profit you'd pay tax. So it'd only be whatever you earn in the UK market itself, rather than as opposed to what the company in Nigeria earns as a total sum.
Okay, thank you. Okay, all right. Dr. Mafikuyomi is raising up his hand. I don't know if he's available to talk. I'm going to allow him to talk if he has any comments to share. Dr. Mafikuyomi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, from Nigeria. I don't know what time is it in the UK. I'll ask some of the questions I wanted in the question and answer column, but I had a third one. Maybe after the program, I will need the email details or contact of the Catman and Rose solicitors and officers for us to take the question and answer and the process further. I was interested in the specific part of this program, especially in the purchase or acquisition of property in the UK, and as a follow-up to issuing visas. But the lawyer, the solicitor, said that has been cancelled, because in Nigeria here I run an operation whereby I am a partner to some few external people, where we arrange properties in them, for example, in Dubai, in some other places where if you buy property, you come along with opportunity of citizenship. I'm doing right now in one of that right now in Sierra Leone, where I've been appointed as investment ambassador, and we are tying it to some very good Sierra Leonean property investment. So I was thinking that I could make partners with your partners in the UK, where I can send some Nigerians, some other African people to UK by specifically investing some amount of money in the UK property business, and that will give them opportunity of a second citizenship. But according to the lawyer who spoke, he said that has been put on hold. But basically, I commend you for this program, and I promise that anytime you have this kind of enlightening program, I will be there, at least to listen and to learn. Thank you very much, Laolu.
Okay, thank you, Doctor. For further information or action, we would recommend send a mail to Global Poverty Partners, then we'll pick it up from there. We'll be able to answer more of your questions and also probably take you through some of the processes of that you can. You need to go through to take advantages of these opportunities. We appreciate you again for attending, and we look forward to seeing more of you and probably businesses from your hand. Thank you so much.
Okay.
So the absence of questions, I don't know if there's any other question. Is any other person raising up his or her hand? If you have questions, we can allow you to ask your questions live. Anyone there, just signify by raising up your hand, and we'll grant you permission to ask further questions.
Just Lal, just sorry for interrupting. Just
No
on
problem.
Doctor's question, where he was questioning regards to his client investing into the UK property. I'm assuming these clients are looking to invest in the UK and on a long-term look to apply for the sole representative business visa. I don't believe there's any restriction. Mubashir, if you can just kindly confirm if there's any restrictions for investors buying in the UK who actually have a property portfolio business in their home country, but they're represented in the UK. Is there any restrictions? I don't think there is.
There's no restrictions on purchase. It's more restriction on business. So you can have a portfolio in the UK or in any other country that for that reason they're not interested in what you've purchased on the sole rep. They're more interested in the business structure and what the business intends to do going forward. So there's no restrictions on that, no.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Just for our information, this business meeting is being live streamed on YouTube. We just shared the link on the chat platform in these unique business meetings and with all their live streaming involved. Okay, we'd like to also give whoever Judge Monday opportunity to ask his question live. I'm going to give him permission to allow him to talk now so they can ask his question live. Okay, Weber George, over to you. Go on. We can't hear you. Probably need to unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, George. Okay, while we wait for him, I don't know if there's any other question. George, if you want to talk, you need to unmute yourself. You are still muted. Okay, all right. Let's let's continue while we wait for him. Quickly, there are so many opportunities when it comes to real estate in the UK. And I know Azim mentioned some of those projects. I would like Azim to just probably pick out one or two of those unique projects in the UK and just do a kind of a brief summary of what they have to offer. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. So let me just see if I can share my screen. Then I'll give you an idea. Okay, so hopefully we can see the screen. So there's several options that we have as to what you're looking to do. So this one's a really good opportunity. It's in Manchester. It's a project called The Blade. The developer is Select, and the actual developer is Renica, which is one of the leading developers in the Northwest. It's an off-plan property under construction. 70% actually is already sold. And we have a really good offer on these where it's 20% down payment. That 20% down payment can be split 10%, then 10% after 2 or 3 months. Once you've done your 20%, you will then exchange contracts through a UK solicitor. And at the time of completion, which is 2023, we will then secure a 75% mortgage. It's an absolutely fantastic project. It's 55 floors high. It's actually on the Crown Street of Manchester, just at the end of Deansgate, which is one of the popular places in Manchester city centre. So that's a really, really good one to actually to entertain. Another one that I like to discuss is Chatham Waters, which is actually in Kent, not Manchester. The typing error there. It's actually a completed project, which completed last year in November last year, 2020. We have an exclusive offer on this where we can offer you 6% rental for the 3 years. So on here, we currently have a 2 years, but it's actually increased to 3 years. So you'll get 6% net for 3 years. There's a free furniture pack. So what you see here is fully furnished. You'll actually get all the fully furnished. We also give you a 1,000 legal contribution towards the legal process. And it's an absolutely fantastic waterfront project in a sense where you're on the waterfront, you're about 36 minutes from King's Cross, London, and it's a 650 renovation project, a 650 million renovation where they're actually a waterfront renovation, which is part of Peel Group, which is also in Manchester Media City. So this is a really, really good opportunity to take advantage of a completed property where you can actually make rental money from day one. The benefit of this is we can offer you 75% mortgage for any foreign investors. So 60%, as previously mentioned, our clients are actually West African clients, and we have secured 75% as a lending from a high street lending from the UK. Interest rates does depend on what relationship or what history you have in the UK. If you don't have any UK history or any banking history, we can still offer you the mortgage at 75% at a rate of interest rate could be anything from 3.9 and upwards. So a fantastic opportunity to take advantage of. We have another one which is in Manchester Waters, same developer X1. It's also on the waterfront in Southwold Quays. Fantastic opportunity here to take advantage of a 1, 2 or 3 bedroom under construction. So there's 5 towers, 2 towers are completed. Out of the 5, 4 are already sold or even under construction, and Tower D is actually the last one here, is actually on release, where we have some fantastic offers in regards to rental insurance guaranteed, 6% for next for 3 years, free furniture pack, free legal fees, and it's a really, really good package to actually take. Addition to this, we have another one in Michigan Towers in Manchester Media City, which is this building here. Absolutely fantastic offer. It's in Media City, and the likes of BBC, Delight, Google. It's a fantastic location. You have a tram system which you can get you into city centre within about 7 to 8 minutes. So it's a really, really great location to be. Like I said, we're happy to send you more options depending on what the individual needs are. Any interest, please obviously contact GPP. We will then send you the information, and we can then assist you further with any of your inquiries.
Okay, thank you, Azim. You're such a wonderful man. Thank you for the information. George, I don't know if you're still there. If you have opportunity to talk, you can speak now. George?
I think he's asked a question on chat.
Okay, so if he's not talking, let me just throw his question to us. Okay, he's saying, I want to know the minimum amount for the UK visa investments. I think we answered that earlier, but I think Mubasha can still answer again.
No problem. Yeah, so the investment visa itself, the minimum amount is £2 million into a company that's already established in the UK. So it'd be £2 million, which would put you on a limited visa for 5 years, after which you'll be able to apply for the indefinite leave to remain. Like I said earlier, if you do put larger amounts, so if you put 5 million, then you can actually get an indefinite leave to remain within 3 years. And if you do increase it to £10 million, then or above, you can actually get the indefinite leave to remain within 2 years. So yes, that's for the investment visa, just to be clear.
Okay, thank you. We'll be going for another short break, and when we come back, we'd like to hear the final words from our guests. Thank you. Right back.
Introducing the Pacific Lagos, situated at the upscale Mzumba Mbadwe Road, Victoria Island, Lagos. It is a mixed-use development with 2 distinct towers comprising a 13-floor commercial tower with premium office spaces and a 15-floor residential tower with 1- and 2-bedroom hotel apartments. Great value for your money, offering up to 40% ROI on completion. The expected project completion date is 2023. For more information, contact us today.
All right, thank you and welcome back. So I don't know if Idnan is back. We'd like to hear from him.
Just one.
Is he on seat?
Let me just see if I can see if he's available.
Okay, so while we wait for Idnan, okay, he's here. Okay, while we wait for it, okay, since he's here, let's hear. We've missed you anyway. So welcome back.
No, I've been here. I just literally nipped out for 1 second. Yeah.
It's all right. We can understand. So can we some final word from you as we round up from today's business meeting?
Thank you. Again, I just want to say thank you for everybody. It's been a pleasure with everyone involved. In terms of moving forward, obviously yourself and Azim and obviously Mubasha and myself, we're all available. So Azim is probably the first point of contact for any potential clients that are maybe interested in any of the of the things that have been discussed. The sole representative visa is like I said, the one that we feel as though is going to be probably the easiest one for anybody that is looking to invest and looking to get that visa for their family as well as themselves. And we can certainly assist with that. If anybody is interested in the other visas, the investor visa or the innovator one, then please by all means you can get in touch again with Azim, and we can work it from there. But I think moving forward, that'll be the nice plan. But if there's anything that you guys want to clarify or confirm, we'll leave our contact details with Azim, and anybody can get in touch with us as well direct. It's not an issue.
Okay, thank you, Idnan. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you
very much. All right. So next, Mubasha, final words from you, advice, comments.
Yeah, so just to conclude, it's been a pleasure to present these visas to everybody. And thank you for all your questions and all your interest that you've been taking. Thank you to the host. Thank you very much for the lovely introductions. And it's been really nice to be able to talk to everybody today. And by all means, just to add what Idnan said, we're always available to talk to you, discuss things. And if there's anything else that you're interested in immigration-wise, by all means, drop us an email. Not a problem. We can always look into that for you.
Thanks so much, Mbasha. Thanks so much. I appreciate time. King Azim, over to you.
Thank you, Lal. It's been a fantastic event. Just coming up from the last one that we did last month. Thank you for obviously Cartman and Ross to educate us as to what's the benefit of the UK and UK passport services, and thank you for GPP for organising events in the current pandemic where we would normally have a face-to-face meeting, but due to travel restrictions, I think it seems to be the way forward to do a Zoom business meeting. Any interest from the attendees? Thank you for all joining us today. We look forward to answering your questions, and any interest with regards to our services. Please feel free to contact the GPP, and we will then obviously be in contact with you and to assist you and to guide you throughout the process and to your questions. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Azim, or King Azim. Appreciate the time and the wealth of knowledge that you guys have shared with us. Okay, once again, my name is Laudo Luwarinde, and on behalf of our CEO, Mr. Emmanuel Odemayowa, would like to appreciate all the participants, the panelists, the guests, and every one of us, and all those people that even asked those questions. Just a quick reminder, Global Poverty Partners, it's a global investment firm with interest in, we have 5 key areas: real estate, investments, partnership and co-investing. We also into project finance and mortgage financing. And also finally, we're also into infrastructure. And on this platform, which is the GPP business meeting, the key objective of this business meeting is to showcase opportunities available all over the world, and opportunities from our partners, Gulf Coast Finance, Cartman and Ross Solicitors. We also had the X1 development in the last business meeting, and so many other partners will be coming on board, not just from UK, also from United Arab Emirates, and from Canada, from in the course of the year, and even in the coming years and coming months, you'll be having a lot of other opportunities that will be showcasing here. Feel free to contact us. Like I said, we are Global Poverty Partners. If you have any question, you can always call us on 081 6162 2647, 081 6162 2647, or you call our customer service line directly, 01453 6104, or you just email us on info@Global Poverty Partners. Then our social media platforms are also very interactive. We're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn, whichever. We're also on Twitter anyway. And I'm sure we can still talk via Twitter. Just take some time out to send in your questions, and we are available to answer them. And I can tell you, our partners also are available to answer your questions. Just probably to be easier, you just read their mail. So once you send a mail, then we'll reply to you, copying our partners, and we get all the answers. You're welcome. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. It's been a serious value-adding experience, and I really appreciate our speakers. I would like to appreciate my CEO in absentia, Mr. Emmanuel Odemayowa. He's a great man, and that I respect so much, and he's doing a great job right here in Lagos, Nigeria, and as he's even pushing the company to spread the tentacles all over the world. The company is called Global Poverty Partners, so we are not just in Nigeria. Our plan is to reach out to the whole world, and that's what we are doing. We'll move on. Thank you. Watch out for the space next month. We're bringing something new to you. Thank you once again, Azim. Thank you, Idnan. Thank you, Mubasha. We appreciate you. Thank you, all our guests. See you next time. Bye.
Welcome to the future of real estate investment, the Pacific Legos by Global Property Partners. Who are we?
Global Quality Partners is a member of Cavalli Business and Investment Group, a fast-growing company in Lagos, Nigeria, and we have associates all over the world in UK, UAE, USA, and we are spreading our tentacles more. Global Quality Partners is an investment firm with a core interest in real estate, investment, partnership, and we also have a little bit of interest also in energy.
Our mission.
Yeah, we are here to create avenues for individuals, corporate bodies, organizations, Nigerians in diaspora, even foreigners to, generate revenues and to more or less improve their financial worth.
Why the Pacific Lagos?
Pacific Lagos is a platform whereby, people with interest or organizations or corporate bodies with interest in real estate, can take advantage of, to really generate the kind of revenue we are talking about. We've actually looked around and we discovered that we don't really have much of hotel apartments, in Nigeria, unlike when you go to Dubai, when you go to UK, and look, why don't we bring that concept into Nigeria, whereby you can buy hotel apartment, 1 and 2 bedroom, and run the short-let kind of real estate business with it. And at the same time, we're also looking at a situation whereby we can also help improve the real estate industry. That's why we have Pacific Lagos.
What is the Pacific Lagos?
Pacific Lagos is a twin tower project right there on Ozumba, Mbadiwe Avenue, Victoria Land, not far away from the Radisson Blue, the Kofu Abayomi, and law school and all that. Pacific Lagos is a twin project, like I said, twin tower with a residential block and a commercial block. The commercial block is on the 13th floor, 13th floor block, and the residential is a 15th floor block. You will have a mini mart. There's a possibility of having a cinema. So that floor is where you have all the fun you want. Then, still talking about the residential, from the 4th floor to the 15th floor, you have on each floor you have 2 1-bedroom, which is 97 square meters. Then you have a smaller 2-bedroom, which is 98 square meters, just a unit of that. Then you now also have 2 units of 129 square meters of 2-bedroom, which is replicated on the 4th floor to the 15th floor.
How to invest in the Pacific Lagos?
You might be thinking, okay, how can I partake in this lovely project? It's as simple as this. 2 options: either you buy into it or you invest your funds into it. Buying means that you drop an initial deposit of 10 million and you spread your balance over 30 months. And the project is slated for 36 months. Sometime in 2023, this project is planned to be delivered. So you pay over 30 months. Then if you want to invest, all you need is just as low as 5 million naira. Once you drop your 5 million naira, you can get your returns annually. Mouth-watering return for that matter. And if you want to learn more, just put a call through. Thank you.
Actually been massively affected by inflation. So one of the major strategies to hedge against inflation is to invest into major countries, major economies like the United Kingdom, United States, where you know that the economies, the currencies are relatively, not even just relatively, I think they are majorly stable. You understand? So at Global Quality Partners Limited, we are doing this to see how we can empower our clients, So
rent at 6% per year. So combined with the capital growth, you're looking at a possible return of up to 12.5% per annum. So if I just share my screen, and then we can dive into some of our current projects. I think if I could just be enabled the host just to share my screen.
We get a lot of professionals in the city areas which will always rent. So rental appreciation is actually extremely positive, and obviously the capital appreciation. Another key factor is the UK market is trending at a percentage where you're looking at a really good capital appreciation. When we talk in percentage, it could be anything between 20 to 30%, depending on which city or which town that you actually purchase. City living, it seems to be the way forward. We get a lot of professionals in the city areas which will always rent. So rental appreciation is actually extremely positive, and obviously the capital appreciation. Another key factor is the UK market is trending at a percentage where you're looking at a really good capital appreciation. When we talk in percentage, it could be anything between 20 to 30%, depending on which city or which town that you actually purchase. City living, it seems to be the way forward.
Introducing the Pacific Lagos, situated at the upscale Mzumba Mbadwe Road, Victoria Island, Lagos. It is a mixed-use development with two distinct towers comprising a 13-floor commercial tower with premium office spaces and a 15-floor residential tower with 1- and 2-bedroom hotel apartments. Great value for your money, offering up to 40% ROI on completion. The expected project completion date is 2023. For more information, contact us today. The Pacific Lagos Interactive Virtual Tour app is available for download. Search the Google Play Store for the Pacific Lagos to download. It is only available in the Google Play Store for Android devices. Introducing the Pacific Lagos, situated at the upscale Mzumba Mbadwe Road, Victoria Island, Lagos. It is a mixed-use development with two distinct towers comprising a 13-floor commercial tower with premium office spaces and a 15-floor residential tower with 1- and 2-bedroom hotel apartments. Great value for your money, offering up to 40% ROI on completion. The expected project completion date is 2023. For more information, contact us today. Introducing the Pacific Lagos, situated at the upscale Mzumba Mbadwe Road, Victoria Island, Lagos. It is a mixed-use development with two distinct towers comprising a 13-floor commercial tower with premium office spaces and a 15-floor residential tower with 1- and 2-bedroom hotel apartments. Great value for your money, offering up to 40% ROI on completion. The expected project completion date is 2023. For more information, contact us today. Introducing the Pacific Lagos, situated at the upscale Mzumba Mbadwe Road, Victoria Island, Lagos. It is a mixed-use development with two distinct towers comprising a 13-floor commercial tower with premium office spaces and a 15-floor residential tower with 1- and 2-bedroom hotel apartments. Great value for your money, offering up to 40% ROI on completion. The expected project completion date is 2023. For more information, contact us today. Introducing the Pacific Lagos, situated at the upscale Mzumba
I'm there already. I've even started.
Welcome to the future of real estate investment, the Pacific Legos by Global Property Partners. Who are we?
Global Property Partners is a member of Cavalli Business and Investment Group, a fast-growing company in Lagos, Nigeria, and we have associates all over the world in UK, UAE, USA, and we are spreading our tentacles more. Global Property Partners is an investment firm with a core interest in real estate, investment, partnership, and we also have a little bit of interest also in energy.
Our mission.
Yeah, we are here to create avenues for individuals, corporate bodies, organizations, Nigerians in diaspora, even foreigners to generate revenues and to more or less improve their financial worth.
Why the Pacific Legos?
Pacific Lagos is a platform whereby people with interest or organizations or corporate bodies with interest in real estate can take advantage of to really generate the kind of revenue we are talking about. We've actually looked around and we discovered that we don't really have much of hotel apartments in Nigeria, unlike when you go to Dubai, when you go to UK. And why don't we bring that concept into Nigeria, whereby you can buy hotel apartment, 1 and 2 bedroom, and run the short-let kind of real estate business with it. And at the same time, we're also looking at a situation whereby we can also help improve the real estate industry. That's why we have Pacific Lagos.
What is the Pacific Legos?
Pacific Lagos is a twin tower project right there on Ozumba, Mbadiwe Avenue, Victoria Island, not far away from the Radisson Blu, the Kofu Abayomi, and law school and all that. Pacific Lagos is a twin project, like I said, twin tower with a residential block and a commercial block. The commercial block is on the 13th floor. 13th floor block, and the residential is a 15th floor block. From the ground floor to the second floor, you have the car park. Then on the top floor, you have the recreational floor where you have all the fun. Yeah, they're talking about the swimming pool, the gym, the lounges. You even have a mini mart. There's a possibility of having a cinema. That floor is where you have all the fun you want. Then, still talking about the residential, from the 4th floor to the 15th floor, you have on each floor you have 2 1-bedroom, which is 97 square meters. Then you have a smaller 2-bedroom, which is 98 square meters, just a unit of that. Then you now also have 2 units of 129 square meters of 2-bedroom, which is replicated on the 4th floor to the 15th floor.
How to invest in the Pacific Legos?
You might be thinking, okay, how can I partake in this lovely project? It's as simple as swap buy into it or invest your funds into it. Buying means that you drop